In the early 2000s in Darke County, Ohio, the hosts of a popular YouTube channel known as the Paranormal Paranoids have now been missing for a week. According to reports, they were last found near an abandoned town called Shelby Oaks. The police has been doing their best to locate the missing creators, but the investigation has yielded no positive results. With this, most people on the internet thinks that these paranormal hosts are just frauds who pretends to be missing just to build anticipations for their next episode. 12 years later, Mia, the elder sister to Riley, the main host of the Paranormal Paranoids, showing us a picture of what her sister looked like before and after her encounter with the dark forces of the Shelby Oaks. She starts her story by taking us back to when Riley was still a child. According to Mia, Riley has always been cheerful and free-spirited. Since the young age of 13, Riley has always been drawn to the paranormal activities, like seeing and drawing things that are beyond human comprehension. As she grows older, she took her gift to a whole new different level by recruiting 3 of her friends to join her in searching the town for any form of supernatural activities. Sometimes, during a group photo, the teen captures an eerie image, and most times they find themselves haunted by evil spirits live on camera. 3 weeks after their last post on their channel, reports on the news declares the hosts of the Paranormal Paranoids missing. After their disappearance, the channel starts to grow on a massive scale, as people began to search for answers from their recent uploads. Most people begin to notice some paranormal activities in some of the videos. Mia visits the Darke County detective, Alan Burke, for some answers on their investigations so far. According to the detective, the town camera footage captured the teenagers making their way into the abandoned Shelby Oaks town, where a fire took over the place in the early 90s which killed many people, and since then the community has been known as a ghost town. After years of searching for the missing creators and yet nothing was being discovered, the police decided to close the case. But one day, the police got a call from a random person, claiming that a group of people broke into a shady house and they were all murdered. Later, a news report shows that the other hosts of the paranormal show were found dead just outside the cabin in Shelby Oaks with a disturbing symbol on the door. However, Riley was still missing since her body wasn't found amongst that of her friends. A recovered footage shows Riley's last moments. Across the town, people have already painted the wall with who took Riley, including on the internet. The detective then reveals that after a closer look at the last footage of Riley, he couldn't help but notice a disturbing dark figure. According to Riley and confirmed by Mia, when Riley was a little girl, she used to see a disturbing figure standing across her window at night, and when she wakes up from the night terror she draws the images of what she saw. One afternoon, Mia hears a knock on her door and goes to check it out. She opens the door and to her horror a man points a gun on his head and says, "She finally let me go," before self-deleting. During that moment, Mia notices a VHS tape in the man's hand which she took and never revealed it to anyone. That night, Mia plays the videotape where it is revealed that the group went to the Shelby Oaks abandoned prison to film their next paranormal activity to unfold what really happened, followed by other disturbing footages, but the most disturbing part was the one that captured the night the youths went missing. In the video, a mysterious man comes out of nowhere, ripping everyone apart before finally capturing Riley. Mia is terrified after watching it. Looking out her window, Mia sees the glass cracking and hurriedly goes out to see the cause, only to find nothing. Her husband comes out to ask what the problem was, and Mia proceeds to show him the video footage. The next day, Mia shows the detective the image of the man she saw on the video. The detective recalls that the man's name is Wilson. He served 5 years at the Darke County Correctional Facility for aggravated assault and battery, which is the prison Riley filmed at. Turns out that after Wilson was released, he was never heard from until now, prompting the detective to ask Mia if it's something related to her sister, but Mia remains quiet. Back home, Mia's husband is furious at her for withholding the tape evidence from the people that could help her solve her sister's case, but Mia refuses to listen to her husband, pointing out that the police wouldn't help find Riley as this would only get the attention of just the public and yield no positive results. As for her, she's determined to find her sister by herself. Following this, Mia goes ahead to do her research on what really happened inside the Darke County prison, where she learnt that between 2002 and 2005, there was a riot that broke out inside the prison that cost the life of 18 inmates, to which they claimed that it was due to some demonic forces. Further into the investigation, Mia learns of a mysterious mark which depicts the demon known as Incubus. Mia then goes to the office of Jacob, a security consultant who was once a warden in the prison where Wilson served his 5-year sentence, to interview him about the riot that broke out in the Shelby Oaks prison 5 years ago. According to Jacobs, a computer error unlocked every cell prison in Block 3. Inmates here are considered very dangerous. However, when he goes to cell 37, which was the cell Wilson was in, while the other inmates were fighting and killing each other to escape the prison, Wilson just stood there staring out the window, unbothered by the chaos happening behind him. After that encounter, Jacob felt that Wilson was carrying something very extraordinary in him. That night, Mia watches another video of Riley carving an insignia on a 3 with the word RM, and for a moment she sees something. Mia pauses the video and notices a disturbing figure standing right behind Riley. In the morning, Mia meets her husband to reveal her discovery so far to him. In 1981, which was when Wilson was born, almost immediately the town started losing residents. Business close, crops starts to fail, and the town was barely surviving by hanging on to its only source of revenue, which was the amusement park that her mom used to take she and Riley to, which was also closed. Another discovery was the picture of the now abandoned Shelby Correctional Prison just after 5 years of Wilson being in there. Still confused as what this has to do with Riley, Mia points out that Riley was always having night terrors which stopped when she turned 13. Turns out that when Riley was 13, Wilson started his time at the dark county. 5 years later he gets out, Riley disappears, which is a scary pattern. Mia's husband asks if it's Wilson that scratches the glass window at night, but Mia says that is not the case, rather it's the demonic figure Riley used to see when she was younger. According to Mia, when they were little and Riley was about 10 or 9 years old, she would come sleep next to Riley in her room so she doesn't get the night terrors. For a few nights, it appears to work until one night after Riley fell asleep, she began to hear scratches on their window. When she turns around to look at the cause of it, she saw the dark figure which she presented in the image that was gotten from Riley's video footage years after. In conclusion, she thinks that the dark figure possessed Wilson and used him to get what he wanted, which was her sister Riley. Mia's husband sits, sadly staring at Mia like she's crazy, and after a while he stands up to tell her that she needs help. One night, while looking at some of Riley's drawings outside her front porch, Mia spots a hellhound growling at her. She slowly stands up and heads backwards towards the door, but when she looks back the creature has disappeared. Determined to find her missing sister, looks through another video footage, where she learns that the cell number of Riley's last venture was 37 and quickly drives through the night to the Shelby Oak Correctional Facility. There she finds Wilson holding cell, where she discovers lots of inscriptions on the walls followed by eerie demonic symbols. Getting scared, a noise from the background startles her and she falls back on a railing and her torchlight goes off. Footsteps could be heard approaching her from Wilson's cell, but then the hellhound from earlier tries to pounce on her, but it's held back by the creature and she manages to escape the facility, runs back to her car and immediately drives away. Instead of going home to rest for the night, Mia goes into the woods where she last saw her sister Riley. As she walks deeper into the woods, she comes across the hellhound, but instead of chasing or biting her, the creature leads her further into the woods where she finds an old cabin. Upon a closer look, she finds some demonic symbols designed with a stick and placed on the floor. An old lady suddenly calls out to her, asking if she's lost and needs help. Mia tells the lady she followed a dog to this location and introduces herself to the old lady. After a handshake, the lady invites her to join her inside. From her collection of rotten food containers, she offers Mia some snacks, to which she politely rejects. Mia then shows the lady a picture of her sister Riley, asking if she's seen her before, to which the lady says she can't remember. Footsteps suddenly echoes above them, prompting Mia to ask the lady if she leaves alone, to which she confirms that there's another person. As she goes to the other room, Mia follows behind, making sure to grab a knife. While they talk, the lady reveals that Wilson was her son, but she hasn't seen him for a while now. Seeing the stairs that leads to another room, Mia pretends to be really hungry and begs the old lady to help her with the snack from earlier. As soon as she heads out to get it, Mia sends a text to her husband to call the police. On her to the stairs, she finds a picture album containing old Wilson images. As she flips through the pages, she's shocked at the emerging sights. An image of what appears to be Wilson and Riley getting married in the woods, followed by an image that shows that Riley was pregnant and somehow given birth already. The old lady suddenly appears behind Mia, telling her to be proud of her sister because she is strong just as she was, indicating that she was also used by the demonic spirit in the past. Mia demands to know where her sister is, threatening she'd call the police, but the lady replies that it doesn't change anything, but goes ahead to show her an underground passage to a hidden basement. Mia takes out the knife and heads down below, where she finds her sister in a very awful state. She frees her and together they make it out of the basement. Riley, however, refuses to leave the building, not without doing what was in her mind. She grabs a sharp metal and heads to the cupola. Left with no choice, Mia joins Riley, where they find the old lady performing a ritual ceremony on Riley's newborn baby. Riley rushes to stop the old lady, however she commands a spiritual force which levitates Riley and throws Mia to the other side of the room. After a few seconds the old lady slams Riley to the floor. As the ritual continues, the creature known as Incubus appears behind the old lady. Once the ritual is completed, the old lady collapses to the floor and a dark force engulfs her, which causes her life form to slowly fade away. Later, Riley and the baby is taken to the hospital, where the news reports the finding and broadcasts the last footage of the dreadful deaths of the other 3 Paranormal Paranoids hosts. In the following days, Mia appears to be very excited to have a sister back, even though Riley clearly appears to be different from what she used to know. One night while Mia was out talking to one of her friend, Riley, who's been pretending to sleep, gets up and grabs a pillow intending to suffocate her baby. As she's about to proceed, Mia walks in on her. Just as they both struggle to get hold of the pillow, Mia mistakenly pushes her sister off the window. Thankfully, Riley is still alive but can't move her body. Suddenly hellhounds out of nowhere rushes out as Mia watches helplessly as the creature devours Riley to death. Meanwhile in the room, the demon known as the incubus touches Mia's shoulder, finally possessing her and assigning her the role to raise his offspring. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video and would love to see more on this channel, please like and subscribe.